Bro snacking on some figs like he ain't about to cook. Boys no game. Boys no game, huh? If I called you fatty now, will I be bad? Brother, I have no problem getting cooked. I only have a problem with people coming in here and just leaving like incendiary comments, insulting, like not really adding anything. Brother, y'all can cook me as much as you want. Smack, I hope you learned your lesson and never laugh at a gacha game again. Boys, you know what's funny is we got canceled for laughing. And then we did the second stream and we got canceled for making a blanket statement. And I want to be clear here, boys. It is always a bad thing to do to make a blanket statement, even though the blanket statement was taken entirely out of context. Doesn't matter. That's exactly why you never make blanket statements, because when you make blanket statements, they get taken out of context, presented in that out of context, and the people that get them are going to assume the absolute worst with the statement. And most importantly, the bad faith actors are going to get a hold of it and spin the narrative too. But I want to talk about all of that because, bro, it's like, it's gotten to a level of absurdity that is just, it's like, okay, so I'm actually Hitler now. Is this what's going on, boys? I'm Hitler now. Whole bunch of situations. There's a bunch of bored people with too much time on the internet. Oh, dude. I mean, this is like, I am literally Hitler right now, boys. This is what's going on. I'm Hitler. I'm dead ass. That's in the eyes of these guys. I'm fucking like, what's Jack the Ripper, bro. I'm Jack the Ripper right now. But yeah, I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about what's going on. I've literally dead ass. Look at this shit, bro. First of all, hold on. Before we even get into that chat, are y'all doing all right, bro? How's everybody doing? Let's come over here while I'm pulling this up. How are y'all doing, chat? Y'all doing all right? What did Saint do? We're gonna get into it. I'll show full context. And here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna be as impartial as I possibly can, right? But yeah, we'll talk about that as well. It's all gonna be good shit. It's gonna be good shit. I promise you that. But the first thing is we got hit with a out of context clip, and then I've got, I mean, brother, I don't think I've ever seen this actually in my career, chat. Look at this shit, bro. This is fucking wild, dude. Bro, some of y'all aren't going to understand this because you aren't YouTubers. So we got estimated revenue. We've got watch time hours. We've got views. Brother, a couple days ago, chat, this was plus 1,300. It's now minus 200. This is subscribers. I was at 116,000 subs and 178, give or take. I'm at 114,000 subs, 669, because apparently, like I said, I'm Hitler right now. Now, the important context, all from a laugh? No. Not all from a laugh, Levido, not all from a laugh. Now, I would say half the subs are from the laugh, half of them. The other half, let me get my headphones in. The other half is right here. I'll show you why. The fatherless moment? No. Hold up. We'll get into it. Which, by the way, that's why, chat, I've pulled up notes on all of this stuff. We're going to address it as transparent and as honestly as possible. I don't dodge no smoke. I don't dodge no accountability. You know, if I said some shit that was fucked up, we'll admit to it. But if I didn't, then obviously we just gonna stand on business, right? But I think the blanket statement, the biggest error in all of this is my blanket statement, 100%. But that's because, like I said, people didn't even understand the blanket statement and the intent behind it. So let's start off with why I got canceled. In fact, this is the perfect thing to do. This is a perfect segment to get a good old Nami Pontes up in here. Boys, this is why. You know what's funny? All I did was search, and I'm not even lying, chat. All I did was search my name on Twitter, and the first thing to pop up was this. Literally this. Let me see if I can refresh that real quick. I was like, okay, let's like, I dead ass was like, let's figure out what's going on Twitter and what people are saying on me. I swear to God, I'm not kidding, chat. I said, let's figure out what's going on. I went over here to filters. I typed Gacha Smack. This was the first thing, chat, that popped up. Literally, I was like, oh, Saint. Okay. Now, I'm not going to say Saint's the cause of this. I was already under fire well before Saintontas got involved. Well under fire before he got involved. But let's see what this here sums up entirely why I'm still under fire and why I'm getting canceled. Not Nami Pontes in particular, but how it's portrayed. Check this out. He says, why does Saint have one of the best takes about Smack's situation I've seen, despite having obvious positive bias towards Smack? So many Gacha CCs refuse to even comment on the situation, despite the fact that they're always the first to comment on every drama. Now, before we even play this clip, I want to give context to that. The reason CCs aren't commenting on the situation is because they know my character. Not only do they know my character, they know right now I'm low-hanging fruit. They know I'm under fire, and they know any comments at all just add more fuel to the flames. That's the truth. Because here's the thing. I tell this to you guys all the time. I get along with everybody. I don't have any enemies in the CC space. I don't. So the CCs not commenting isn't them like, oh, avoiding. They're just going, there's no point in commenting on this because Smack's just going to get more shit. That's I guarantee you that's the idea that's in the CC's heads. Furthermore, they know my actual character. So they're like, people are taking that, spinning it out of narrative, painting him out to be a Hitler. That's why they're not commenting. Now, Saint commented, right? So let's check it out. Let's see this real quick. Child on planet Earth gives a flying fuck about their parents sacrificing and busting their ass out. So, real quick, and I don't want to poison the well or anything, but just take note, chat. Off rip, this is how the video starts. No child on planet Earth gives a flying fuck about their parents sacrificing and busting their ass out. That's how the clip literally starts. Now, to be completely fair, this is a blanket statement, right? This is exactly why you don't make blanket statements. Error on my behalf. Because here's what happens with blanket statements as well. Stray shots get thrown. Basically, people in circumstances, they assume only that context and they assume the worst. They go, this guy is basically saying, I don't care about my father. I'll show all the comments. This guy's saying, I don't care about my parents. He's saying like that everybody is ungrateful for their parents' hard work. That is literally how I'm being portrayed right now. And Saint, I'm going to be real, just to be completely real. He knows damn well he shouldn't be reacting to an out of context clip of me during this fucking fiery moment. And I want to make sure we're being clear here, crystal clear, chat. I understand right now on the internet, I'm getting shit from left, right, up, down, all around, right? It's out there. People talking shit in so many different situations, spinning narratives, whatever the case. And so maybe in Saint's mind, he's thinking, well, it's already out there, right? But I would say the same thing back to Saint. Saint, you're probably in stream right now before you go live. You'll probably be live later on watching this. Up, down, left, right, look here, look there, everywhere. You are getting cooked by every CC in the space. I haven't said a fucking word. I've been minding my business. And the funny thing is, I'm one of the words that if a word comes out of my mouth, it's not going to make you look good. It's not. Even if I'm being impartial, because impartial means holding both parties accountable. And so, like, I haven't said shit because I know the damage it can cause you, the shit it can bring you. And so while we're sitting here looking at this context, I just want you to bear in mind, even though I saw you were pulling your punches, there shouldn't have been a public statement at all. You should have just hit me in my fucking DMs. but you did this. And it is what it is. It is what it is. We're here now. It's fine. Once again, chat, Saint is not why I'm getting this shit. I'm why I'm getting this shit. Literally, I'm the reason why I'm in this predicament. My issue here is Saint even commenting on it. That's my issue, right? I would expect him to do the same courtesy that I did him and stay out of it. That's the best way to handle these situations, especially if it doesn't concern you. That said, let's watch this full clip. Let's watch this full clip. No child on planet Earth gives a flying fuck about their parents sacrificing and busting their ass out. Oh, yeah. Hold up. My fault. You're right. Hey, good reminder, Gib. Auto find and activate. Yeah. You guys, I forgot. YouTube chat, you're not even in the fucking chat for my social stream. Sorry about that. But don't worry, I had you guys pulled up on a separate chat. Okay. Oh, by the way, chat, hold on. Do you guys think what I just said was unfair in any capacity? Just so we're all on the same page. Do you guys think what I said about this situation was unfair in any capacity? No? Okay. Like I said, chat, I'm not a vitriol guy. I'm not a petty guy either. Like the dead ass, I don't try and go after people and do like, crazy things or anything. I'm like, okay, whatever. Now let's look at it. Let's look at it. No child on planet Earth gives a flying fuck about their parents sacrificing and busting their ass out. No, chat. I'm not talking about, okay, the chat is now taking two different things. I'm not talking about this incendiary take here. I'm talking about what I just said between me and Saint. That's what I'm referencing. I'm saying, do you think it was unfair the way I just explained this? Not this part. No. Not this part, chat. Yeah. Y'all can disagree about that. Completely fine. I'm talking about between me and Satan, how this is set up. All right, now let's do it. So this is Saint's reaction.
Yeah, that's going to get every second generation immigrant immediately off your side, Smack. I'm sorry. That's rough. Because basically, we're in America, right? And a big thing about America is that it is the land of, like, immigration. And there are, I would say, goddamn near a majority of immigrant families, they come here broke. They come here broke, and the first generation actually is like, they kind of do something similar to, like, it's almost like slavery. What they...
Quick pause. Without my intervention. Do y'all think Saint is putting me in a better light by commenting on this, or a worse light? just go ahead and give your opinion on that, chat. Yeah. So that's what I thought as well. And the thing is, man, is like this happens a lot with me and Saint. Not a lot, but occasionally. And every time I give him the benefit of the doubt. I do. I give him the benefit of the doubt every time. I'm like, I don't know what bro was thinking right here in this moment. I don't know where the fuck he was going with it. I have no fucking clue. But in my mind, all I was thinking was, why are you commenting on this publicly, bro? This is something you should hit me up on, bro. Like, especially considering I'm the only fucking guy in the space who has not condemned or said anything about you in this 1v9 shit you have going on. It's like, I'm the last nigga, bro. Like, why would you do this? So I'm just confused. I'm like,
to provide for their family. And then the second generation is the one that's paying back, right? The second generation is the one that, like, goes ahead, goes to college, does all this stuff so they can pay their parents back. That's like the dynamic of a lot of immigrant families. That's rough.
Here's my here's what I want to comment on it too. This whole immigrant families dynamic, the funny thing is like, it's basically like, it's almost as if he's saying like the immigrants have it worse than, I don't know, people who are already in America and citizens. It's like, brother, I'm from the hood. I got a lot of fucking broke friends that I grew up with, right? My parents are working class. It's like, immigrant or no immigrant, one of my best friends was an immigrant, right? One of my best friends, I will never disclose his information, had to marry earlier than he wanted to just to get legitimized as a citizen. But it's like, I am very in the know of the struggle. I come from the struggle. You know what I mean? And so it's like the way he's spinning this, it's almost as if he's spinning it not intentionally. I don't know what the fuck his intentions are. But like I'm like some privileged Beverly Hills kid with a gold spoon in his mouth that doesn't get it. You know, it's like, holy shit.
That's how I grew up. That's how I grew up. So I'm saying it from like the perspective of that's the life that I lead, brother man.
Somebody says, Smack, why are you asking the kids in the chat for what they think? Of course, they were hate on Saint. How do you know my chat is full of kids? Little bro, you realize I'm an unk. My whole reputation is an unk. All of my chat knows shit like Cowboy Bebop. Shit where we grew up in the fucking 90s, brother. You talking to the wrong niggas community. Little bro, there's definitely kids in here, 100%. But my community ain't no kids. We grown ass niggas in here, bro. Chat, throw your ages out, bro. But anyways, let's continue on. They're going to say, oh, they're just lying. They're just lying, bro. They're lying about their ages. Okay, like, bro.
My mom waited tables for like 12 hours a day when I was 3.
I want to stop here again, chat. Is Saint doing me any favors right now? Is bro doing me any favors while I'm low-hanging fruit in this circumstance? It's like, it's diabolical work, bro. It's like, damn. And let's continue
when
on.
I was a kid, she worked 12-hour days. Like 14-hour days. She would leave at like 9 and come back at 10. That's what I'm saying. Like, she did that 6 days a week. She worked 9 to like.
By the way, this is something where you can just hit me up. You can just hit me up and be like, yo, Smack, that shit you said the other day, I'm gonna be honest, that shit actually hurt because of this situation, right? It's just not something you do public when I'm low-hanging fruit. But anyways, let's look at this. Hold up. I saw some small CCs making videos saying they hate you for laughing, even though they didn't watch the stream. They were just taking clips from Twitter. So when I called out that CC in the comments for misinfo, he banned me. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Let's continue on.
6 days a week.
I'm going to explain that whole situation here as soon as I can.
So that's my personal take on it. I think that's a rough one. I hope he readjusts that one. I'm just saying that's rough for me to hear, and I am sad that he has that opinion on it. That's how I'll respond to it. Yeah, I'm sad that is his opinion on it. I'll leave it at that.
I'm gonna say if it's still going. I think it is.
I don't think there's a need to like farm that, make a video on it. I think this is a matter of how you grew up. And this is the really unfortunate part, guys. And
so now this also caught me off guard. It's like the first thing is it's like hold on. So not making a video on it. It's like bro did me a favor by saying he's not gonna make a video on it. It's like, huh? What? Okay, all right.
I think I kind of want you to have this perspective on it. You don't know what has happened in Smack's life for him to have that take.
I want to make sure, because I don't want to. This is a sticky situation because it's like I don't want to attack Saint, but I just don't think he's even aware of what he's doing here. It's like the thing that's wild is like now. First of all, the biggest mistake Saint made right here was just reacting to an out of context clip of me versus just hitting me up and being like, Smack, what the fuck's going on with this? What's going on, right? But now he's doing this out of context clip, and now he believes that I think that, right? He now believes the out of context clip and my intentions were nobody cares about their parents, and so his entire dialogue is based off of this out of context clip, right? And so he's talking from a point of, well, if Smack believes that, it's probably based off something he's going through personal. But let's get into now what I actually meant, because now here's the thing, chat. Saint isn't the reason why I'm in this bullshit in the first place. I want to reiterate that I'm the reason why I'm in it, but that's why it's my business to handle this without any external entities, because when y'all try to get involved, you're not making it better. You know what I'm saying? That's why other CCs are just being quiet.
And there might have been something that happened in his life for him to have that take, and that's so polar opposite to some of the people here.
I think his intention wasn't malicious or anything right here. I actually think his intentions were he probably in his mind thought he was looking out for me.
But I do think it's also worthwhile to just think about the fact that, I am asking you to think about what would have happened for Smack to have formed that take. But in the similar vein, I think Smack also needs to think a little bit about how other people could have a different take from him, because I think it's very easy to have that as well.
And his funny thing is, I don't disagree with what Saint said there. Literally, I think what he said there at the end is completely fair. Once again, not his business to even comment on it. Not his business in any capacity to comment on it publicly. And I stand on that. I don't even think it's unfair to say that. Now, what we're going to do is first thing when I saw this is I said, okay, now how did this clip even get onto Saint's channel? How did it even pop up on his channel? Like, did somebody provoke it or something? Like, what caused him to even stick his nose in this business? And so I went over to Kick, and I went over to Saint's stream. Let's see here. Saintontas. Here we go. I went over to Kick. I went over to his stream, and I said, let me find the context on why he even commented on this in the first place. Right? And I have this. I believe I have this. Here we go. Yeah, 6 hour and 53 minute mark. I found the mark. I was like, let me find what even provoked him to comment on it. 6 minutes and 53 seconds. This is full context of what happened. 6 minutes and 53. Here we go. All right. So, and I shit you not, the Saint just did this out of the fucking blue.
I don't. What is the point of me intentionally reacting badly? Can I just say that? What is the point of me intentionally reacting badly to something?
So he's coming off of the Saint cabinet beef right here, right? This is like the Saint cabinet beef. I ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit.
Still waiting on 2.8 part 2. I never uploaded that shit. I never uploaded that shit, bro.
This, by the way, chat, I'm just playing this to show full context. I don't really care about what's happening right here. I want you guys to see how he landed on my shit.
Basically, if I don't like the first half story, I don't upload the second half. I don't. If I don't like the first half, I ain't uploading the second one.
Okay,
that's why I skip Mornier's upload. But good God, what an absolute baller of a fucking, what an absolute amazing.
Here we go. This shit was wild.
Amazing story, bro. Okay, I think I can understand why Gacha Smack is getting fucking rinsed right now.
That is an insane fucking pivot, bro. I mean, when I saw that, I was just like, what the fuck? Holy shit, bro, pivoted straight into it.
No. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, that guy is in some, he is not in a good spot right now.
I was just like, yo! Whoa, where'd this come from? And like I said, chat, I was trying to understand full context. I was like, how did he land on my business?
I will be so for real with you. Okay, now I need to like I kind of just want to see, right? I want to see. Wow, that is a lot. That I think I said it once, but I also said this when it was at like 2,000. I think I said this was the most disliked Wuthering Waves video I've ever seen.
what is the purpose of this? No, chat. I want, because some of Saint's chat is in my chat right now trying to defend him. Saint's chat, I ask you, what is the purpose of this? I'm just curious. Saint, I know you're probably in here. What the fuck was the intent here, brother? I'm just curious. What is the purpose here? I mean, like, yo, this is what trips me out. This is what trips me out, man. This is what trips me out. All right, hold on. I haven't even gotten a chance to explain my context because I was so caught off guard by this. Saint just put out my tweet of low-hanging fruit. Check this out. He said, retweets my tweet of me talking about how low-hanging fruit and how what happens when and nigga goes and touches the low-hanging fruit. I'm like, bro, why would you do this, man? I'm so confused. Holy shit. Damn, dog. Like, yo, I mean, I don't know how he does. It's impressive. I'm even, and you know what's funny? I'm actually curious to hear how Saint is going to like explain this. Cause I'm just like, brother, man, this is insane.
He's getting cooked in CN as well.
It's like bro's enjoying it.
All right.
He's enjoying it.
That's a fucking 07 moment, bro. That's an 07 moment, brother. Good luck, man. Guys, this is my take. Gacha game story takes are not enough for me to like go ahead and like fucking dig in on somebody for it. Cause like, guys.
And here's the funny thing. Like I said, I got people in chat. They're like, he's right though. He's true and all that. Y'all, if you think my career is over because of this, let's wait another month, another 2 months, another 3 months. We'll see, little bro. If you think because I lost 2,000 pussies who took me in the worst light possible, why do I have 1.7K viewers on YouTube right now? Guys, here's the thing you don't realize. I choose not to farm drama. I choose not to. But when I do, I excel. I'm very fucking good at it. Let me tell you something, chat. If I want to fry Saint, I'll fry the fuck out of him. It's easy. I choose not to because I don't want to be that kind of creator. It's not the type of thing I go for. That's why I stayed out of the 1v9. I'm like, no, that's none of my business. I don't want to attack low-hanging fruit. I also don't want to gank somebody who's already down. I literally stay out of this shit, chat. But do you know how fucking easy it is to farm drama in this space, bro? It's all around us. It's literally all around us. I can go live for the next 5 days and keep PvPing Twitter on my takes. It's not hard. I can go live for the next 5 days and react to every fucking creator's video on Saint. It's not hard. I can react to the Pokey, the Pixel Tree, the Skull CJ, the fucking Genizat 3-second clip, is the Captain Cabinet shit. Why do you think I don't do this shit, chat? Why do you think I don't do this? Because I don't want to make a career out of stepping on other people's toes. That's not how I get down. You are doing it right now. Why do you think I'm doing it right now? Ask yourself this question. Why am I doing this right now? Are you going to like spin this into Saint's the victim? Saint stuck his nose where it didn't belong, and now we're here. What? That's the truth. That's literally the truth. Tell me that, chat. Am I telling lies? Am I telling lies? It's like, dude, we're here now because I got provoked by this, bro. Like, I'm a nice fucking guy. That's the thing. It's like, brother, man. And then Saint goes to go, oh, here's the thing. You know, I'm going to point this shit out. And but I'm not gonna do anything, you know what I mean? Oh, but don't worry, man. I'm not gonna make a video out of it and shit. It's like, nigga, the damage is done already. The damage is already done. Chat, if that wasn't enough, let's go a little bit. Let's go a step further. If that wasn't enough, listen to this. Hold up. If that wasn't enough, let's go to Saint's live stream. Okay, hold up. Let's go to Saint's live stream. Chat. This is Saint's live stream. Let's see. Let's look at the marketing of it. If I laugh, I'm canceled. That's with me in mind. This didn't say the best quests in Gacha history. Before, it said no smacking, no cancellation, no laughing. This is the marketing of bro's story because he's aware of how much people are talking about me and aware of me. That's a direct shot. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, yo, it's like, nigga, are you aware of this disrespect you are doing right now? And don't get me wrong, I think it's funny. It just ain't the right time, my guy. It ain't the right time. This shit is wild, bro. Chat. The irony in this is bro be going around talking about rat behavior. I'm like, nigga, this is some rat behavior. Holy fuck. It's insane, bro. Like, oh my God. It's funny for sure, but like, it's bad timing, nigga. Shit. Oh man, it's crazy. Okay, so look, chat. I wanted to explain this so that you could see this. And here's the thing, because Saint stuck his nose in my business, he has now enabled me to stick my nose in his business. And you know what's funny? I'm still not going to go as hard as this nigga because there's a time and place to do that. It depends on how he takes what I just said today. If bro takes it personal, we can take it a step further. It's no joke. I'm gonna give an opinion on the 1v9. Hi, Gacha Smack. I'm sorry to link you this, but still community called you Gacha Diddy and the guy who said still not banned. I heard about that. John Seaman, the biggest dick sucker in the industry for Kudo Games, apparently is still in Saint's Discord. The same guy that like said some weird ass shit and correlated it to a tribalism thing. Yeah, the John Seaman guy, a retard. We all know this. But shit, this is what I'm saying. Saint, you stuck your nose in my business. I'll stick my nose in yours in the same vein. Here's what I will say to you, okay? And I'm only saying this, keep in mind, because yo ass stuck your nose in my business. I'm not gonna pick sides, right? You got a lot of enemies already. Here's what I will say. And I think Asmon would say this exact same thing if he was in any way affiliated with you. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Okay? You're not a victim. If you are willing to get into that arena and start swinging that fucking sword and people start swinging back, you don't say, ref, why are they swinging at me? You don't jump out of the arena and go, hold on, man, this isn't fair. You stand on it. You're not a victim. This is absurdity. And I kept that in for your sake because I am not the type of person to stick my nose where it doesn't belong. But if I had to give an opinion, which you have put me in it now, if you live in a glass house, you shouldn't throw stones. Okay? If you can't take it, don't dish it. You know all the sayings. All right? You can't handle the heat, the fuck out of the kitchen. You're not a victim, my guy. You're not. And today is an example of that. That's all I'll say on it. Okay. Anyways, boys. So I need to talk to y'all about this context. Literally. I need to talk to y'all about, I got my own shit to worry about. And it boils down to what you just saw. Saints already cooked. Look, I gave my opinion on it. I did. And listen, chat, before we move further, I want to make sure we're perfectly fucking clear. The only reason that even came out of my mouth is because Brother Man stuck his nose in mine. That's it. Now, let's talk about this shit. All right, I got a whole notepad. I got a whole fucking notepad to go over here. Whole ass notepad. All right, we got this going on. Let's move this over here. All right, so ooh, fuck me. All right, look at this, chat. When it's drama, you know what's annoying about people? It's when you're covering drama, your numbers go high, right? I have a casual 2,600 motherfuckers watching me. But it's like, that's nothing to brag about. Like, bro, anybody can get views covering drama. It's not fucking hard. People love drama, bro. They do. They love that shit. Guess what? This stream is a peak viewership stream for me, literally because it's drama. Niggas be like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm killing it, dog. I'm killing it, bro. I'm him. It's like, nigga, you just farm drama, bro. You farm drama. It's not hard to farm fucking drama, bro. It really ain't. It's insane to me. Now, chat, here's the notepad. Okay, because we got to get into this. Like I said before, the reason I'm under smoke is all kind of shit. All right, not really. Why are they mad at Gacha Smack? We did this the other day. He called Amith Rover's wife. We showed that was demonstrably a lie. I never did that. I gave the story a legendary 7 out of 10. Shoot me, right? I stand on that. You laughed at a serious and sad moment. I laughed at Rover's goofy ass Rizzler face, and then I made a joke about Rover kneeling down like Vegeta and needing a Phoenix Down revive in Final Fantasy. Shoot me. That shit was funny, and my whole chat laughed as well as me to tears, might I add. I still have people commenting, telling me that they fucking died laughing and they were just like lingering in the stream. They said that shit literally almost made them pass out. So it's like, at the end of the day, these are jokes. It's like, I'm not apologizing for any of that. 5:57:30. Smack viewed this from a parenting perspective. We went over this on stream. We're just going over it real briefly. Didn't agree that a daughter would act the way Amith is acting towards the father. He thought it was weird and more along the lines of an ambiguity, which leaves room for her potentially looking at him as a love. And this is the thing. It's ambiguous intentionally, right? And it's ambiguous to appease both sides. It's like people who want the daddy-daughter dynamic, they can interpret it that way. And then there's the people who play this game with male Rover as a self-insert, and they look at it in that way. So that's the second reason. Now, here's the thing I want to do, because I already know there's people who are immediately going to try and deny it, right? People are going to try and deny it. But here's what I would tell you, chat. Can you be honest with yourself, please? One second. Can you be honest with yourself? And you tell me this. Does that look like daddy daughter? If you were to show this to 10,000 people on the street and you were to say, what kind of relationship do you think these people have? What do you think those 10,000 people on the street would say? What do you think they would say, chat? They'd be like, oh, they must be a couple, cute couple. Yeah. It's like these people are trying to call me insane for looking at this, even with context. Y'all are saying some people are saying without context. Even with context, I'm gonna be real with you, brother. This is still pretty wild with context. Like, huh? So my thing is, this is just one example, right? This is just one example. Oh, hold on. Hey, I just joined, so I don't have the full context. Let's finally be the day when Godsmack realizes how manipulative and a bad human being Saint is, or maybe next episode. We're off it. We're off of it. Okay, we're off of the Saint shit. We're moving on. So the gaslighting is insane. Wait, I'm gaslighting? Okay, hold on, bro. Chat, let's get a show of hands. Even with context, does this look 100% like daddy daughter? With context, 100%, does this look like strictly daddy daughter? Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Not 100%. It doesn't. That's why I said, chat. This is what I said. It's ambiguous. It's ambiguous. No, even if you stretch it, no. Right? And so, like, me saying I thought it was weird and more along the lines of ambiguity, which leaves room for her being in love, you can't even say it's wrong. You can't even say it's wrong. It's because of that fucking chess. Yeah, but brother, look, hear me out. I agree, but that's my point, man. My point is, you know what? Like I said, chat, I prepared my ass off today. I got a timestamp of the proper outfit she should have had on, which is the one that she was wearing earlier in the story. Check this out. Hold on. We got all the context, boys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got all that shit. 140. 15. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, boys, we was ready for this. So why isn't she wearing something like this, man? Why is she wearing this? Why do y'all think that is, chat? Why don't you think she's wearing this? Would this not be the more appropriate outfit if you're doing a daddy-daughter dynamic? That wouldn't sell, though, would it? Yeah, that wouldn't sell. Could have put Chisa. Could have put Chisa on it. I think you're really an idiot, Unc, if you don't know what the meaning that. You can't even speak English properly, and I'm supposed to take you serious? Okay, little bro. I'm okay. Well, I mean, you calling me an idiot doesn't mean anything to me, just so we're clear. Anyways, that's the third reason. We haven't even gotten to the real part, right? Here's the real part. Here's the real part. Oh, wait, you know what? No. My ADHD does that. We're not moving on. I got timestamps for all of this shit. So once again, now we go to 3 hour mark in 24, right? We go to the 3 hour mark in 24. Let's go to this next. 3 hour mark in 24. Here we go.
They were the ones who cut communications. They ignored every wish you had outside your mission. They forced you into this life of roving. And still, you crossed the stars to fulfill their wish. How could they? How dare they treat you like that?
Once again, you can view this from the angle of a daughter, but I think anyone who takes the ambiguity of these sentiments and says, that's kind of wild. I'm gonna be real. Like these feelings are kind of wild. Thanks for spoilers. Go fuck yourself, buddy. You think if you haven't played the story by now, but you're in the drama of Smack going over the story, I call you a moron. That's what I call you. I call you a bad actor. Like you walked into the Gacha Smack drama about the story and then got spoiled. Wow, man. Real intelligent there, little bro. Nice try, though. Bad actor. All right. Anyways, man. Okay, so let's continue on. Nice try to spin that narrative. You thought you were slick there, yeah? Hey, yo, Chillax, thank you for that, man. People saying women are dramatic, but there's nothing compared to unemployed CCs with no life outside their rooms, and their chat reflects that. Hey, you know what, man? I don't disagree. Let me look at this other guy. I still find it wild this sparked from a laugh. I personally thought it was a weird, but in no capacity did I think, man, fuck Smack. Internet is volatile for sure, but I still love your content. Thank you for the $10, brother. I appreciate that. I just realized I never read your shit out. Chat. So here's another thing. Don't project your view of parenting to us. You're in my chat listening to my point of view. What are you waffling about? What? Oh my God. Hey, yo, mods. If I'm gonna let y'all use your judgment. I'm gonna let y'all use y'all's judgment. Some of these people, it's so obvious. It's bad faith. It's so obvious. If you detect like salt and not like trying to actually have a real discussion on this, just ban them. If you detect salt, like if you see they're not trying to have a real discussion on it, just ban them. Okay, so chat, we're continuing on. You crossed the stars to fulfill the risk. How could you? How dare they? So this is yet again another moment for me that I thought was odd, because I'm like, I'm weighing this daughter versus lover. Daughter versus lover. How's a daughter react? How's a lover react? And in this, I think once again, it's an ambiguous scenario where you can still view her as potentially looking at Rover as somebody she deeply loves, not just as a family figure, but potentially an intimate way. It's ambiguous, like I said. So let's continue on. Let's go back over here to this final clip, 2 minutes and 28:01. 2 minutes and 28:01. Let's go to this one. All right, let's continue.
Harness?
So,
I'm in the minority of perspectives on this. Chat, Chat, am I in the minority of perspectives on this? I want y'all to be completely honest. I want y'all to be completely honest. Am I in the minority of perspectives on this? No, not sure. We have more yeses. We have more yeses. We have more yeses, to be fair, but I see no's. I actually see no's. Yep, we see more yeses. We see more yeses. Okay, so look, I'll be completely honest. Chat is saying I'm in the minority on this. Check this out, though, chat. Check this out. If I'm in the minority, but other people see it too, then what does that tell you? I kind of agree with you. Yeah, no. There's more yeses than no's, but there's still no's. So check this out. If I'm not the only one that thinks it, and if I had to be honest, it's about a 70-30 split. I can chat. I would say 70% chat says yes, 30% of chat says no. And here's the thing. I'm low-hanging fruit, so who's to say some of you guys are just saying yes because you fucking hate me and you're in here to try to say something. That's a possibility. Regardless, there are no's. So that means it can be ambiguous. By definition, it's ambiguous. If 100% of the chat didn't say yes, it's ambiguous. Now check this out. Check this out.
Please, I'm begging you. I'll destroy Sigil. So just go. Stay away from it, okay? Please, I'm begging you.
So, a daughter telling the parent to stay away, I'm begging you. The parent is not in danger at all. I'm going to be real. These are things I found odd. Now, you're free to disagree, chat. But I look at this like, does a daughter actually do that for their fucking parent? No. Not that I've seen. Now, a lover, once again, let's weigh it. A lover versus a daughter, which one's more likely to do it? Which one's more likely to do it? Lover. There we go. The lover's more likely to do it. No, it's not a both. It's not a both. It's not a both. You know it's a lover. A lover is more likely to do it for sure. You had both. Like, come on. Oh my God, dude. This is hilarious, man. Hey, you know what? We can agree to disagree. It's completely fine. We can agree to disagree. It's completely fine. Final thing. We'll go over to the next thing. Here we go. Final thing here. Here's the final thing. 1 minute 49:45. 1 minute 49:45. All right, here's the final one I got. 1 minute 49:45. Here we go.
Go get some rest.
Don't you ever jump in after me like that again.
All right. A lover or a daughter? Lover 100%. Yeah. Lover 100%. Yeah. Oh, look, the chat done flipped. The chat done flipped. Oh, shit. Chat done flipped. Oh, gotcha comeback on them, boys. Gotcha comeback on them. Look at them, boys. Yep. That's what I'm trying to say, man. And so it's ambiguous. Yep. Oh, boy, y'all going crazy in that chat. It's the weird writing. I agree. Now listen, chat. Like I said, there's people in chat who are like emotional. They're emotional, right? And they're coming in here and they're angry at me for context that they saw on Twitter, right? Out on Twitter. But the reality of the situation is, this is totally ambiguous, bro. It is. And I find it funny that chatters are completely forgetting that gacha games sell waifus and self-insert experiences for the shut-in NEET who wants to have that waifu pour their feelings out into him. It's like, you're just like completely ignorant of this. And I'm trying to say, chat, listen, I'm not trying to sway you to say the whole thing is a lover. That's not my intent, chat. My intent is you cannot outright say this is not ambiguous. All this stuff, you cannot say it, man. Like the picture from earlier, like this here, bro, like where's it at? You cannot say that. You can't fault people if they go, oh, this is kind of weird. Like a daughter is not wearing that shit like that, bro, and holding their dad. Like, bro, it's odd. It's odd. You can't even say that. And so that's my point. My point is, whether you agree or disagree, there is an ambiguous portrayal of intimacy or love versus that daddy-daughter thing. And I guess it's however you guys take it. Me, considering that the last 17 women were in love with Rover, considering that this is Gathering Wives until this patch, all odds can point in that direction. And to automatically assume, like, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. Chat. He also looks the same age as her. Here's the final piece of evidence. And guess what? You know what corroborates and is parallel to that? Vampirism. And you know that vampires do be literally in love and marking children, and then they grow up and then they fall in love with them. Like this is another thing that's weird, bro, because it's not real in real life. Like this is not, you can't even apply that in real life. The dad in real life ain't gonna look like he's 17. It's not. It's like, so that's my point. Hey, that's my whole reasoning on that. Now the big one. Here comes the big one. Here comes the big one. I feel like you could, you know what? Hold on, chat. Give me a second. I want to read y'all's comments. I want y'all to feel like I'm ignoring y'all. Hold on. And then we'll get into the big one. Okay, this would be grooming. Yeah, I agree on this part. If we break it down at face value, no daughter is wearing a fucking leotard in front of their parent. That's my point exactly. The daddy in particular. How convenient. Interview with the Vampire. That's a classic. Now he's saying shit just for saying shit. No, we're not. I think everything I said was perfectly in reason. I do. I think everything I said was in perfect reason. Now they will say Rover is 1 million years old. Yeah. Intentionally ambiguous. My point exactly. It's intentionally ambiguous. What is this guy on about? That's saying nothing. That's just like a toddler response. Bro forgot Freerin. This is so cooked. It's a fictional game, bro. None of that is like any intelligent rebuttals, by the way. Do they explain why he doesn't age? I mean, he's a god. Hell, I don't know, bro. He's a fucking god. They are different rovers. I love this echo chamber. Calling this an echo chamber is the most disingenuous shit ever. You just watched my chat in real time disagree with me like a motherfucker about 3 topics ago. Calling that an echo chamber is literally 70% of the chat disagree with me earlier. You're just demonstrably wrong, honestly. There's a guy right now, L smack, right? Like, it's not an echo chamber even in the least bit, bro. I think the writing is ass. Also, there's no way this gives daughter-father vibes. Hey, man. So it seems like a lot of people are of the belief of a polarizing topic. Yeah, it's a polarizing topic. All right, now I want to go on to this next part because, chat, everything we've talked about thus far is leading up to this next part. All right, so let's get into this. Chat, this is why I've lost a lot of subs. Here we go. I know these niggas is fatherless. I do not apologize for this comment. This is me saying this is me responding in real time, right? I know these niggas are fatherless. I said this, chat. And I had a lot of people go into the comment section and cry and whine and bitch and moan and all that. Here's my response. I do not apologize for this comment. The same thing I said to Saint earlier. If you can't take the heat, then get out the kitchen. This was directed at the people attacking me personally over the story, claiming I'm a bad father IRL, scum of the earth, piece of shit, etc. over a fictional story playthrough. This is absolutely fatherless behavior, and that was whom it was directed at. You do not get to cry, bitch, and moan after you insult me in 17 different ways personally, and then I hit you with that's fatherless behavior, and you go, wow, what a fucking criminal. It's like, also, So you're throwing stones from a glass house? Is that what we're doing? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm Hitler, but you dished it first and couldn't take it. Okay, buddy. All right. Chat. Am I unreasonable for this? That's so hilarious. Niggas took it too far. They took it too far. I then respond in kind, and I'm bad. It's like, okay, brother. The insult is mild. I know. Chat, I promised myself before I went live that I wasn't gonna like get insanely passionate and pop off. But this is one of the reasons why I'm losing subs. These little babies can dish it and they can't take it. All I did was clap back, right? And then they got mad, and we'll show it. But look, here we go. Let's go back to it. The next one. Wait, where's it at? This is the big one. Here we go. Yeah, this is the big one. Okay. Proof that I actually didn't mean. Okay, yeah. So this one right here, y'all saw it. Y'all saw it already. The daughter was doing shit no children on planet Earth would ever do. Right? This is a blanket statement. I'm a fucking idiot for saying it. No child gives a flying fuck about their parents' sacrifice and busting their ass out there. Blanket statement. I'm a fucking idiot. Blanket statements, like I said, ask any parent out there. Okay, blanket statements. It's always a stupid thing to do, primarily because the internet will immediately isolate the statement from context and immediately assume the worst. It also throws stray shots, right? Blanket statement is 100% wrong. There's no doubt about it. There's always exceptions. There's always certain outliers and stuff, but this is no context. And now we got people on the internet saying, I am basically what Saint did, right? They believe that I genuinely think every child does not care for their parents' sacrifice. I disagree with that statement mostly, but check this out. Look, in the same stream, I then prove I didn't mean it in a literal sense. In the literal same stream before all the backfire. It's at 106.59. Let's go ahead and go into it. All right, in the same stream at 106.59, here we go. Children do appreciate their parents, but not that hard. My point exactly. One more time. 100. Children do appreciate their parents, but not that hard. My point exactly. So you can tell that I didn't mean it in a literal sense. No fucking body means that in a literal sense. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about. An hour later, you said that, maybe you realized something. Who cares if it was an hour later? Okay, let's talk to you about that. Let me daddy up on you real quick. You little young pup. You realize in real life, dialogues occur and you say something, and then the other party immediately. Let's say if I said that in a room full of people. Let's say it. Let's have a real honest discussion. Let's say I say that in a room. You know what's going to happen? Somebody's going to go, well, hold on now. People care. They're not going to be obsessive about it. And I'm going to be like, yeah, exactly. And then that dialogue immediately affirms that I didn't mean it in a literal sense. It's that simple. I didn't mean it in a literal sense, but people are going to take it in a literal sense. Why? Because it was a blanket statement. Now let's look at the full. Let's look at the full context here. Check it out. Come on. Thread on me on Reddit or something. I am somebody. It's hard for me to move on with the story. It's hard for me to move on with the story when I come across jargon, because I'm somebody who thinks too deeply about things where other people just go, they're just like, I'm not even going to think about that. I'm just going to go through it. And I try not to, but I end up like sticking on something. For example, during the second half, when we go and visit Amith and she's in that little time remnant place, there's a lot of time loop bullshit. Hold up, Smack, this is literally a world-ending situation in a fictional story. You're right in a realistic setting, but this is anything but that. And you know what, Axiom? I think that's a fair rebuttal. I do. I think that's a fair rebuttal. At the end of the day, though, it's how I interpreted it, right? It's how I interpreted it being explained right then and there. Most people just go, you know what? I'll think about that later. Let's continue on. Yeah, cool. Cinema, let's keep. Wait, what? This is the past, present, future? Like what? And I get confused. And like I end up fucking going. So I think for me, you know, it's one of those where I'm trying to understand every little thing and I'm trying not to at the same time, but I can't help it. I want to know precisely what happened in story and how it happened in every facet possible. Yeah. Most people don't do that, you know? Another thing about me, and I want to make sure we explain this crystal clear. I do translate a lot of this stuff into real life. Chat, we're gonna get to the funny part. There's a lot of prefacing, by the way, and they're using me being a father in real life as if like my story consumption is so much more worse because I'm a father to a daughter in real life. How dare you, you piece of shit father? Here's the context to a daughter in real life, not enjoy this father to a daughter experience. Wow, you pathetic scum of the fucking earth. What a little rat bastard you are. So the context up to this part is me prefacing how I'm digesting the story. I'm then explaining how I don't think it's fucking normal for a daughter to act that way. I'm then, before the fatherless comment, I'm explaining what people were calling me. And the irony, I am a father in real life. Here we go. That should tell you something, because I know these niggas is fatherless. So, prior context, you can tell this was directed at this shit right here, bro. Bad father, by the way. And they're using me being a father in real life as if like my story consumption is so much more worse because I'm a father to a daughter in real life. How dare you, you piece of shit father to a daughter in real life, not enjoy this father to a daughter experience. Wow, you pathetic scum of the fucking earth. This is who I called fatherless, chat. Literally. What a little rat bastard you are. Do you see what I mean? How sticky out of context is, though? Do you see how sticky that shit is? It's like, because all they're doing, a lot of people on the internet are just going, wow, he called all of us fatherless because we enjoyed the daddy-daughter story. He called all of us fatherless because we enjoyed the daddy-daughter story. It's like, no. What the fuck? No, that was literally directed at the people personally insulted me. Guess what? That is fatherless behavior. Personally insulting me over a fucking fictional story. There you go. And the irony, you know, I agree with if they bit me, I'll bite back. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, and here's the funny thing. You know what's funny, chat? If you want me to give you a real honest answer, 2 wrongs don't make a right. I shouldn't even said that, if I'm being honest. Even if they're personally insulting me, I shouldn't have stooped to their level and personally insulted them. That's the truth. That's if you want me to like shoot it straight down the middle, I should have just been like, yeah, whatever, bro, get out my chat. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to apologize for it. Hell no. I'm not perfect. I'm really not. If you think I'm going to apologize for biting a motherfucker back, hell no. I'll talk to God about that. I ain't about to apologize to no nigga about that, though. You bite me, I'm going to bite your ass back. Like, it's that simple. But I wish I had the humility to be like, you know, monk, I will not let this disturb me. I'm not that kind of person. Hold on, let me turn the fan on. All right. Okay, let's see it. Let's get back to it. The irony. That should tell you something, because I know these niggas is fatherless. I know they got Bro, the way I deliver shit, it be stinging. I got a mean like spike in my delivery. I got a mean spike in my delivery, bro. It's like I can be a real asshole. Is Nick in here again? Nick, what's up, brother? Once again, I never know which side he's on. I don't know if he's on my YouTube side or if he's on my is he okay? He's on YouTube again. Let me see. Let me scroll up a little bit. Nick, I apologize. I'm a fucking unk, bro. Like, here we go. They're not offended by what you said. They just want another content creator to hate on because that's all they do. They hate content creators. You know what's funny is that's a whole nother facet of the discussion. That's absolutely true. And this is what I label them as: bad faith actors. I label them as bad faith actors. And it's so true. They are waiting on moments for you to do something that they can then use to make you look like Satan. You know what I mean? Like that's what they do. But here's the thing, Chad. I'm not going to duck this. This next part I said was the dumbest fucking blanket statement. But it didn't mean what the internet took it as. Right? Fatherless behavior.
And I want to talk about that after I let this shit play.
And I know some of these other people ain't got no children. So they don't understand jack shit about a father and a daughter. And here's the funny thing, bro. Like straight up, chat, straight up. Here's the funny thing. The reason why I couldn't take the father-daughter shit serious is because the daughter was doing shit no children on planet Earth would ever do. So blanket statement, but I still mostly agree with it. If there are some children like fucking outliers and shit, there's outliers, but it's still a blanket statement. But chat, get this. When Saint started the clip, he started right here. No child on. Think about that. It's like, bro, the out of context is crazy, dog. Like, he started that bitch right here. On planet Earth gives a flying fuck about their parents sacrificing and busting their ass out. It's like, yo, bro. You know what I mean? Now, here's the funny thing, though. It's still a bad statement. It's still on me. You know, it's still on me. Like, there's no doubt about it. There, okay? Bro, and then, look, chat, ended it right there, right? Bro started it right there and ended it right here. Hold up. He started it right there, ended it right here. They're busting their ass out there. Okay? He started it right where I just told you, and it ended it right here. Okay? Bro, I ask any parent out there, bro. Ask any parent out there, nigga. Kids don't give a fuck about how hard you working out. And I still stand on this. A parent will tell you the truth. A parent will be like, these damn kids don't give a shit. These goddamn kids, they're too busy living their own lives. The kids are too busy living their own lives, bro. Now, check this out. Check this out. Somebody said something that was facts, bro. I pinned it. I'm just capping. So look, check this out. Check this out. And chat, let me know if this guy's telling lies. Let me know if this guy's telling lies. Adults often project their current empathy onto their childhood memories. Children can feel emotions, but they lack the cognitive structure to grasp abstract ideas like long-term sacrifice or parent labor. What feels like childhood empathy is usually adult insight applied retroactively. I am telling you right now, 90% of these people disagreeing with me are literally doing this. They're doing this, bro. It's like and they're trying to act like they're this superhero. All right, let me dial it back. I'm getting passionate. They're trying to act like they're this fucking superhero, perfect, moral, righteous person. And it's like, no, bro, you don't even know what you were doing. You didn't have the fucking cognitive structure. You were just living your best life. Of course, though, chat. Look, chat, if you ask me today, of course we care about our families. Of course we care about our parents' sacrifice. Nigga, my dad was a suit seller at Macy's and my mom was flopping jobs left and right. You think I didn't care? I was so excited. I never got pair of Jordans on Christmas, right? It's like, bro, the struggle? You think I don't understand? You think this nigga from the hood doesn't understand the struggle? What the fuck? You think I'm not appreciative of my low income neighborhood, brother? Like, when I go over this, you can tell the internet spun this in the worst way possible. These people thought I was a Beverly Hills gold spoon child. You know what I mean? It's insane. She's not a child, though. So let's talk about that next. Because that was something that was going over my head when I streamed the other day, and I never got the chance to address it. Now let's talk about that part. It's not a child. I agree. It's not a child. She's now an adult. I'm 30 years old, and there's a lot of other 30-year-olds in this chat. We care way more about what our parents did for us today than when we were kids. This is a fact. I stand on it. No person is still obsessive at this age. I'm 33. No person still to this day, even with the full grown adult shit, you're still not obsessive over what your parents are doing and working. You're living your own life, my guy, or my girl. And so it's like and you know what, chat? I see y'all are agreeing with me, but I want to point something out. My dumbass didn't even say this last stream, right? Because it's just so many things going through my head. And so people are just thinking, this guy's a fucking idiot, doesn't have a clue. It's like, brother, what? Hold on. Let's stop here. I let's not sit here and pretend like y'all didn't always come to me for the most well-rounded and rational takes. All of a sudden, I'm the dumb nigga in the room now, bro. Like, all of a sudden, I'm not the guy you've been coming to for takes for the last 3-4 years, bro. Like, you think I'm that stupid? Like, straight, you think me? Okay, bro. And this is why I go, like, there's no skin off my back that I lost 2,000 subs. Because that tells me they weren't real fans to begin with. Chat, I can lose 10,000 subs. In my mind, fuck them. You know why? Because they're assuming the worst case scenario for me. It's like, brother, you people, and this is where I fucked up, chat. Real Gacha Smack viewers, y'all know, I used to mow the lawn occasionally. I used to filter my community and say shit just to get the snowflakes out of it. I used to do that shit a lot. I stopped doing it. And so now I've gained 15, 20, 30,000 subs. I don't know how many snowflakes I even have in my community. So I'm like, oh shit, I need to start doing that shit again. I need to start saying more incendiary shit and get these pussies up out of here. You know why, chat? Because they are not interested in viewing you in a fair light. They want to view you in the worst light possible. You know damn well I appreciate my family, bro. I appreciate my mom and dad. I know damn well y'all appreciate them. Nobody appreciates them the way Amith was appreciating them, though. All right, nobody's doing the shit Amith was doing, bro. All right, I'm sorry. That's just not. Maybe 1 or 2 people out there in their. You know what? The only people that are doing what Amith was doing is their parents got a foot in the grave, right? Or they're disabled and they just see how much that disablement is impacting their parental figure, right? These are the exceptions, right? I'll say, like, one, parents got a foot in the grave. You actually are obsessing and stressing out. You're like, fuck, bro. You know what I mean? And then you've got the other people who are disabled and their parents are literally like constantly having to take a L for them. These are the exceptions. These are the outliers. And that's why I said the blanket statement is retarded. But that said, I stand on everything I said with this context provided. Nobody is out here like going insane, bro, over how hard their parents been working. It's just like, come on, man, give me a break. So that's my full opinion, chat, on this whole situation. I didn't give a fuck about what my parents did when I was a kid. That changed when I was growing up, but as a kid, I didn't process them working multiple jobs. Kids generally don't care. And Nick, here's the funny thing, like, me as an adult, I care. First of all, I'm letting y'all in on personal shit, but like, I have a dynamic in real life, chat, where I'm fortunate to make good money, right? As I told you, my dad was a suit seller, right? So it's like, I take care of my dad every now and then. I give my dad money. The roles have switched. The roles have literally switched. On Christmas, I give my dad gifts. On his birthday, I take my dad out to eat. We go to I give him all kind of money. You know what I mean? It's like, duh. You know what I mean? As you get older, you get back to your kids. I mean, your son, your parents. Of course. But am I over here in my office like, my God, dude, my fucking dad, bro. Oh, he's working too hard over there. I got to do something. Like, every day I got to do something, man. You know, it's like, no, I'm not doing that, bro. Like, hey, dad, if you need me, man, I'm here, brother. But like, shit, I got a lot going on too. But Amith was doing that, bro. Like, Amith was like, fuck all of this, brother. I am straight up only about my dad now, bro. And I was like, bro, this is kind of like, this is kind of weird. With all the context I provided, I was like, bro, I think there's potential ambiguous nature there, but it ain't just daddy-daughter angle. It possibly, she might be in love with him with that vampire type of dynamic. It's possible, bro. So that is my full explanation. You know what I mean? At this point, if motherfuckers are still upset, chat, I'm gonna be real. Hey, bro, that's between them and their internal conscious, bro. I can't even help you with that. I'm moving on from this after this, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, they can be as mad as they want to be. We are moving on after this, and they will still be mad. They will still be talking shit. They will still be spinning things left and right. Once again, that's the whole truth. Now, what do y'all want to say? I want to open up the chat again, see what the hell y'all are talking about. What are y'all talking about over here, bro? Hold on, let me pull you up. Y'all are, Chad, I'm gonna be real. Y'all are yapping, bro. Way more than I'm used to. So I can't believe a game story causes this level of rage. It's the gacha space, brother. It's the gacha space. You see how different this discussion is and how people attack you over a hot take? And when it comes to the ending of Claire Obscure, people give and can take arguments. It says a lot about the fan bases. I mean, I think it's no surprise, chat, that we're dealing with a lot of people who aren't well adjusted, to put it politely. Yeah, people who aren't well adjusted. John Seaman is clipping you as you're speaking. That's because my semen stays in John's mouth. That's why. Little pup can't get enough of it. Let him clip it though, because it's just free clout for me, bro. As you can see, if my career was over, I wouldn't have approximately 2,300 people in here watching, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, it don't matter that John Seaman is clipping, bro. Like that's why his last name's Seaman. He likes that shit in his mouth, bro. All right. Anyways. Bro's taking salon semen in his mouth a little too hard there, if you ask me, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Bro's body is turning like milky white after all that semen he's taking down the throat. All right, man. So, chat, are we good or do y'all have something else? Do you have a bone to pick with me? Dead ass. What else do y'all want to talk about? Are we good or do you have a bone that you want to pick with me? I don't agree with you, but I still subscribe because I still like your content overall. Cool, brother. Cool. That's fine. This is Gathering Wives, not Gathering Daughter. This was funny as fuck, Smack. We good. I gooned. I'm good. We good. It is what it is. Nah, keep being real, brother. John the Seaman Dumpster. Nah. I'm an Unk Smack viewer and Unk Saint viewer. I respect you guys and I want to see you guys part ways. I hope you solve it as friends. Yo, hey, Anwar, that is entirely up to Saint because I literally, by being silent, I was doing brother a favor. He did not do me a favor by not being silent. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to go at that situation as fair as I possibly could. But chat, y'all know me. What's the number one thing in my principle book? Mind your own fucking business. That's the number one thing in my principle book, right? Y'all know it. I say it all the time. I'm like, mind your business, mind your business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. When somebody sticks their nose in my business and it's during a time where I'm low hanging fruit, that's when we got problems. You know what I'm saying? That's when we got problems. It's like, nah, listen, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I let you make it a lot, right? He threw shots at me during infield too. I let him make it on that. They were like little sneak diss, but he threw them and I took them on the chin. It's like, but there comes a time where I'm like, all right, nigga, I've been nice enough. I've been very nice, probably too damn nice, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what it is. That's on him. That's on him. Pretty sure he doesn't like the game. He just makes money off of it. You talking about me? Well, listen, brother, it's no surprise. I say this all the time too. I'm in the gacha space for the bag first. Right. That's it. This space is not a space you go to intentionally. In my personal opinion, if you're a real gamer. No, nobody knows that. I've always said that. One of Saint's mods is here. Saint talked about you earlier on his stream, the pivot later on stream. He said he would address that take once he finished the playthrough. This is the thing. I already looked at the whole context though. You know what I mean? In chat, I want y'all to understand. Chat, I want y'all to understand. I don't mind. I'm not one of these niggas, bro, like that's sitting here like, nah, fuck him, bro. It's war. You know, I told you I'm a tit for tat person. I'm a tit for tat, right? You throw one at me, I'm gonna throw one back. But if you want to talk about it, I'm down to talk. I'm always down to talk. I'm not no like pussy, bro. We can talk, we get in the chat, say, you chop it up. I don't appreciate how you went about that though. Straight up. I don't appreciate that shit at all. Now I did see Tech. I wanted to get that off my chest. What did Tech say? The chat don't go that fucking high. Chat, is he on YouTube? Chat don't go that fucking high, bro. Is he on YouTube? Hold on. Okay. Would like to say out of all the gacha CCs, no one is more fair than Smack. Sorry you got to deal with all this shit, man. People going after your dumb as fuck. Hey, Tech, it's cool, brother. It's cool, man. It is what it is. It's one of those situations where it's like, how did I even get here? Right? But it's a lesson learned. What I learned is what I try to preach to people all the time is Carefully curate your words at all times on stream. It's like a fucking police officer. It's like a police officer, right? Anything you say can and will be used against you. That's how it is in this fucking game. It's like you gotta literally be careful with everything you say. People will use that shit against you, and it is what it is, bro. But yeah, hey, much love to you, Tech Brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. All right, chat. Hey, chat, what I will say. Smack, you got a 1/3 dislike ratio on your stream, on this stream right here? Of course I do. Because these people are mad. They don't want to listen to reason, bro. They're just mad. It's like Nick said earlier, bro. They literally just, they're out for blood. It is what it is, bro. I understand. They just let them dislike it. That don't change nothing. Chat, you know why I don't change nothing? I still got a bag off this stream. Right? It's like, bro, you keep disliking my streams, but you're helping me out by even being in here. You know? Let me see this. Oh, chat, it's not just this too, bro. Look. These niggas mad at like previous videos, bro. Look at this shit. Hold on, dog. Look at this. They're mad at like this right. Look at this, bro. 465. This video ain't even got nothing to do with the drama, bro. They're just coming to other videos and like, fuck Smack. Oh my god, dude. It's fucking hilarious, bro. Like, look at this diabolical shit. This is my most recent video, chat. But you know what? If you think about it, this really ain't that bad. If you consider how many people are mad. Like it's like millions of views on me right now. Out of all of those people, 465? I take that, bro. It's light work. It's light work, chat. Straight up. Anyways, I'm not the type of person to like go live other than the reason I went live for, chat. All right. I wanted to make sure before I end stream though that we got everything out the way. We got everything out the way. Yeah. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about, chat? Any CZN this week? Fuck. Elden Ring. I know. I do owe y'all Elden Ring, bro. Fuck. Yo, lion ass. Oh my god, chat. It's not even about that, bro. It's like chat, you can I be honest with y'all? I'm about to turn down a bag because I've just been too busy. Remember I told y'all I had 2 sponsors for Arc Knights Infield videos? Bro, I think I'm just about to just pack it up on that one, bro. I'm just about to pack it up. It's like, at this day, I don't even know what the fuck to talk about. I'm like, man, I already got paid for the stream sponsors, bro. It's like those 2 videos, I don't even know what the fuck to talk about in them. Like, legit. Oh, no, I'm not done with it. I genuinely think it's a weird game to make content for. I am not done with it. It's just, what the fuck do I talk about, bro? Like, it's one of those games that's not an easy game to like make content on, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, the fuck do I even talk about, man? Playing infield, fuck woo-wah? Yeah. There is no in game yet. Make a combat guide, Unk. New banner. You're just mad Kudo didn't sponsor you? What? Like, what, bro? Are you, how old are you? How old are you, man? I genuinely want to know. I don't even know how you got Kudo into that discussion. Like, I'm talking about turning down a bag and you say I'm mad Kudo didn't sponsor me? In what world does that make sense? You realize no matter who sponsors me, the bag is all the same? Right? Like, are you aware? So let's take this into consideration. I remember HSR Shields used to say the same thing, right? Let's break this down for you, little bro. Okay, I'm gonna daddy up on you too. No matter whether I get the bag from, right? Kudo doesn't sponsor me, but everybody else does, right? Do you think it matters if Kudo sponsors me or not? Do you think it matters? Think about that. No, it doesn't. It literally doesn't, bro. Same thing. When HSR didn't sponsor me, you know who sponsored me? Kudo at the time. Basically, you grind these games, you farm them, and you let everybody else sponsor you. That's how it works. Chad, I decline sponsors every month. And I'm getting ready to decline one right now because I don't feel like fucking dealing with the stress of making 2 dedicated videos on it. I do owe y'all a fucking Elden Ring stream. I do. I gotta beat the final boss. I also owe CZN viewers a stream. If I were to continue streaming, I also need to play Amith. Fucking bitch took my money. She took my money. So it's like, you know, I don't know which one. I don't know which one I want to do. I tell you what, it's early in the day. I'm not the type of person to stream long during the day. Like I said, bro, I got a family out there right now. Chat, we'll come back later on today. I don't care to farm how many people are here, right? I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me during this. I don't care to farm how many people are here. I'll come back I'll come back tonight. Don't ever take me serious when I say I'll come back tonight. There's a chance I might not come back tonight. It's the dad life, bro. I'm sorry. It's the dad life. But I do want to come back tonight. I do. All right. I'm out, boys.